daytime. At night you would stop in beautiful hotels here and there. And then you can do 2 slow rolls and even 3. On a straight line like that, a big air like this one, you get marketed as a corsair. So we have Howard Pardew in Wildcat, Carl Schofield leading in Hellcat. You're ejected from the aircraft. You're ejected seat. You're a member of the Continuum Club. Oh, that's a parachute. That's the Irvin Company. Irvin made the first parachutes. If you parachute from an aircraft, you are a member of the Caterpillar Club.
And this Blériot flies much better than the first series, which were made in 1909 and with which Louis Blériot crossed the channel. Louis Blériot was making headlights for automobiles, and he was based in Paris at the Avenue de la Grande Armée, just down from the Arc de Triomphe, and he had lost all his money trying to make flying machines. And as his wife had some money too, he had invested his wife. The Rapide, which is leading the flight and is flown by Mark Miller, in my opinion, is probably the most beautifully restored aircraft in the whole wide world on this planet. This is the most extraordinary.
It's wonderful. It's even the pocket, the fact that it's actually and all the crew slots on the Exceed was designed in late 1933 as a sort of faster and more comfortable successor of the Dragon. So, as I said, they had the Gypsy 6 engine. First prototype was 17th of April 1934, and over 200 times was flown all around the world before the outbreak of World War II, at which point it was then renamed the Domini. Domini served and all through the war, it would say great time. It's in the air very soon. Well, unfortunately, we were hoping to bring 3 B-17s in the air. Which was the world's best overall long-range fighter in history. Aviation changed in terms of flying style, if I may say. To the right end of the field, for some of us, old aviators are rising towards the sky, the T capital, aircraft, capital A. It's not noisy, it's not fast, it's not anything but it can still kill you. It's Her Majesty, the Piper Cup. The most important aircraft in history, the one which brought millions of pilots to the skies. Basic training, learn to fly, was used to train pilots and the Cup. Really millions of people learned to fly in Cubs. After the war, the American forces were not going to bring these back to the United States once the war was finished, because it would have been ridiculous. What do you want to do with it? So airfields, who at the time learned to fly in Cubs, the B-17s and their escorts.
on a single engine and landed at Paris. Another one landed in Belgium, and one struggled back to his home base and landed long after the other 39 B-17s had returned from the mission. The one that came home was the Liberty Bell, and she went on to complete 60 more Liberty Bells. So it was a real great achievement for him. And following that down the line is Pink Lady, the French B-17. This aircraft is a genuine World War II veteran, having done
It's everything multiplied by 4. And to keep them in flight is an adventure in itself. Pink Lady is flown by André Dominé and his crew, and André is now 74.
one of the men ashore, Eddie, you had books, stores, etc. And there's a very good book in that. Now Mark is flying this very nice, very good 4-point hesitation. It's the sort of thing you'd expect, because Mark is a very well-known competition aerobatic flyer. Coming to you saying
but you can't have the best in the world, which is an aircraft, which is one of the most expensive